Anyway, as you may know, I went to Paris to see Stray Kids perform at Lollapalooza as the headliners. I had to split up the vlog into 2 parts. Like one that strictly is about Lollapalooza and Stray Kids and my preparations and experience and everything about that day, separated from this video. And in this video I will show you what I did on the other days while I was in Paris, and more importantly, what I ate in Paris. Spoiler alert, it's a lot of pastries, because I love pastries. And if I get the chance to buy pastries instead of making them myself, you bet I buy everything. Everything. Give me everything you have. So let's jump right into it. I decided to commute to Paris via public transportation. So first I took a train, then I had about 5 hours to wait for my bus, which on top of that was belated by an hour, and I thought I could sleep during the commute time. And I don't know if it was just the bus or if I'm getting old, but it was so uncomfortable. I was in so much back pain afterwards and I slept really badly. I arrived in Paris at about 8:30 in the morning, and my first mission was to get to the hotel. So I took the metro, and I was really intimidated because I am not a city girl and I'm not very practiced in city transportation. But after a few problems buying the ticket, it was quite easy and not as scary as I expected. I'm at the hotel now. I made it. I did not sleep well in the bus, but that's a surprise to no one, I guess. Actually, I'm really surprised and pleasantly surprised that I could already check into my hotel room, because I was expecting to use the lobby restrooms to freshen up a bit, because the official check-in time is 2 p.m. So in 4 hours. So yeah, I wasn't expecting to already get into my room, but I did, gladly. And I'm so happy that I have a little more space, a little more freedom to wash my face, to brush my teeth, to freshen up a bit, to get dressed, and to put on makeup. And my contact lenses. I feel so vulnerable in glasses. I've been to Paris once for half a day, and all I saw of Paris that day was the Eiffel Tower and the Hard Rock Cafe, because I used to collect the t-shirts. But yeah, that was all I saw of Paris, so I'm really curious to learn more, to see more of the city. This is my outfit for day 1 in Paris. It's the corset that Rosé wore during How You Like That promotion? Oh, Lovesick Girls? I think Lovesick Girls. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is my outfit for today. Let's get something to eat. So for my first breakfast in Paris, I chose a place called Cloud Cakes. Sadly, I did miss the official breakfast times because it took me another 45-minute metro ride to get to this place. But I still could order a croissant and a cupcake, a red velvet cupcake to be exact. And yeah, I'm not mad about that at all. I was very pleased. It was very tasty. And if you're in Paris or in France in general, you have to eat a croissant anyways. So I'm not complaining about this breakfast, even though it is not healthy at all. But that's not the point here. We're here to enjoy Parisian food, especially if it's vegan and this good. Then I went on a little stroll through the city. I didn't really have a plan or a destination, but I tried to walk past some iconic sites like Notre Dame, and I also went into some vintage second-hand shops because I like to shop there. Then I went to a pretty popular bookshop, Shakespeare and Company, and I had to line up to enter, and inside filming wasn't allowed, so I have no clips of that. I didn't end up buying anything in the end, but it was nice to look around the books, so I can absolutely recommend it. And of course, I also took a lot of pictures. For dinner, I met up with a co-worker of my best friend who coincidentally also went to Paris to see Stray Kids at Lollapalooza, and we ate some Korean food. This was fried tofu in the style of Korean fried chicken, and oh my god, it was so delicious. And the rest of the evening we spent at the Eiffel Tower and just chatted a little. For my day 2 breakfast, I went again to Cloud Cakes, this time during breakfast time, because I absolutely wanted to try their pancakes. I love pancakes. Another thing I ordered was a macaron, because that's also on the checklist of French food you have to try when you are in France. It was pistachio flavored and super delicious. I also met up with my friend's coworker again, because we would be going to Lollapalooza together, so we already met up for breakfast. It was really nice, and the food was really good. I love pancakes. Then we went on a little stroll together, because we still had some time to kill until the festival started, and since she's been to Paris before, she wanted to show me some places. And since, in my world at least, there's no such thing as too much pastries in one day, we went to another bakery I heard a lot of good things about, Land and Monkeys. Everything there looked so good. It was really difficult to decide what to get, but I got a flan cake, which I, stupidly enough, thought was a cheesecake, but flan, of course, is pudding, so that's totally on me, and it was delicious anyway. I also got a croissant there to compare to the one I ate yesterday, but I got it on the go. And my new friend let me try her cake as well, and admittedly I liked this one a little bit better. When we were waiting in line to get into the festival, I couldn't resist the temptation of my croissant anymore. I don't know if it was just because it wasn't as fresh, but I preferred the cloud cake croissant I ate yesterday. And that was all. I didn't eat anything at Lollapalooza, I just wasn't really hungry after eating so many pastries the whole day. But we did have a little drink. Today's the last day. I wanted to sleep until now. It's 10:15 and my bus home comes at 10:45 p.m. So I have the whole day and I have to check out of the hotel in 1.5 hours. And I could leave my luggage at the reception here. The problem is that I want to go see the city a little bit. I have to ride the metro to the city for about 45 minutes, and if I wanted to go to the bus, I'd have to ride 45 minutes back here to get my luggage, to then drive the metro back for 45 minutes to where the bus station is, and that doesn't make too much sense. I don't really know what to do with my luggage. It's a little annoying, to be honest. But yeah, this is my outfit today. You can see it. But yeah, it's simple, nothing spectacular, but still kind of cute. And now I will see what I will do. I will mainly relax and eat. For my last breakfast in Paris, I went to yet another bakery, or rather a patisserie. I don't speak French, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but I ordered an almond croissant, and I don't even know what the other thing was. It looked delicious, so I got it. And let me tell you, this croissant, they didn't have normal croissants, like they were out of them, so I had to get the almond. I originally wanted to compare the regular croissant to the other croissant I ate the last days, but oh my god, this almond croissant, it was so good. I want to eat it again so badly. It was so delicious, like the almond flavor. If you're not a fan of marzipan, this probably wouldn't be your thing, but I loved it. It was so rich and dense and moist, and it absolutely tasted like a sin, and consistency more like a cake than a croissant. But I didn't mind it at all because the flavor was just I'm still dreaming of this croissant, not gonna lie. The other pastry I got was some fruity and creamy kind of pastry with a cookie crust, and it was really good as well. I guess it was raspberry flavored, and it was really refreshing, very light in taste, especially compared to the croissant, and I really enjoyed it as well. But it couldn't compare to the flavor explosion that I got from the croissant. That was just another level. Nevertheless, I ate it all, and in the end, because the croissant was so good, I had to get another one on the go. I wanted to take one home. This croissant, this almond croissant, was my absolute highlight of Paris. Of everything I ate, this was the best thing. Best croissant I ate in years. I miss it. Can someone send it to me? Please? To then make some room in my stomach again, I decided to walk to my next destination, which was the Louvre. I wanted to at least look at it from the outside, even though I didn't make a reservation to go inside. So yeah, I walked there, and on the way I remembered another thing that is on the list of French food you have to try when you are in France, which is a crepe. I had not eaten a crepe yet, and coincidentally, on my way, which I was already walking on towards the Louvre, there was a spot where I could eat a crepe. So I did. I chose a banana chocolate crepe, filled of course with bananas and drizzled with chocolate sauce, with some ice cream on top, as well as some vegan whipped cream. I also ordered a coffee with it, an iced coffee, because that's not something I usually get to drink very often. So this was basically my lunch, even though it wasn't long since I've eaten breakfast, which also was sweet. But well, what can I say? I have a sweet tooth, and yes, this crepe was very delicious. And after crossing off another food item from my bucket list, I continued on my way to the Louvre. Apart from looking around, I also tried to take some pictures of myself for myself, which is really embarrassing in front of so many people, not gonna lie. I'm absolutely not used to it. So I hurried and tried to make it as subtle as possible and as quickly as possible, just for the best. My next tourist hotspot and destination that I wanted to see was the Arc de Triomphe. So I walked through this park and I walked up the Champs-Élysées until I was there. From there, the Eiffel Tower wasn't that far, and I didn't have anything better to do. I just wanted to sometime eat dinner, and it was still way too early for that. So I just sat in the park in front of the Eiffel Tower, and then this situation occurred.
Oh, yes? Yeah, party time.
No thanks.
No drink? Not today. alone is lame.
Then I saw. Oh, you drink with me? No alone. Yeah? Yeah, boss. No, yeah. But in Paris, normal. Normal.
No, thanks.
Okay. Chill.
Bye.
Hello, beer, wine.
After this slightly uncomfortable encounter, I decided to go to eat dinner a little bit earlier than I usually would do. And I wasn't hungry yet either, but I couldn't stay there any longer. So I went to eat dinner. I went back to the place that I also ate on the first day. It was really delicious, and I could never make my fried tofu like this. If I try to make it at home, I chose a side of salad. You could choose fries or something else as well. But since I've basically only eaten pastries the whole 3 days I was in Paris, I thought I should probably eat some greens, a little bit of fiber, a little bit of vitamins, and that was everything I ate in Paris. I still had the almond croissant that I ate on my way back, which was even more uncomfortable than my commute to Paris, but eventually I got home. And this concludes my trip to Paris. It was a great time. It was very stressful. I would not recommend taking a bus. Maybe if I was younger I would still be fine with it, but I could not sleep well at all. The seats were so uncomfortable. I didn't think I'd have a problem with that, because usually I can sleep anywhere. I'm very blessed with being a good sleeper. I sleep instantaneously and I can basically sleep anywhere. But I had trouble sleeping there because those seats in the bus were so extremely uncomfortable. And the whole public transport thing was not convenient. I wish trains and buses in Europe would be more convenient. But I got there and I got back home in one piece, and that's still a win. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave it a like. It helps me out very much. And if you haven't, you can watch my Lollapalooza vlog as well. And then I hope to see you there. Or in another video if you watched that already. I'm not telling you what to do. You can watch any of my videos. Bye!
I'm walking away, never to return back, so yeah.